Well, earlier in the show, Common Ground volunteer Anita Keys told us about upcycling with cattle.
Now she is joining us with a recipe perfect for those football gatherings. In this segment, we learn about how to make Hamburger Taco Cheese Dip.
It is still football season. You may be looking for a good dip to have during your tailgate party at home or at the game itself. Joining me now with more on this is Anita Keys with Common Ground. Anita, what do you have for us?
Okay, today we're going to do a hamburger taco cheese dip. And I've had this in my recipe box for a long time, and it's just a good fallback recipe. There's only 4 ingredients. The first thing is 2 pounds of hamburger, browned and drained, which I've already done. And then I went ahead, while I had this in the fry pan, added my taco seasoning and the refried beans. I just went ahead and heated that all up together. Now, when you're browning hamburger, you do want to check the temperature, not just that it's not pink. And I have a lovely little magnet on my refrigerator, which I'm sharing with you here, that kind of tells what temperature you need to cook beef. And 160 degrees. And then if you use magnet, and then if you use a meat thermometer or a nice thermometer, it'll tell you when you get to 160 degrees. So there's a little tip for you there. So then I browned this, and I've never done this before, but for this it worked out well. I went ahead and made it ahead of time. And actually, I think like for the holidays, if you're looking for something, you could get it to this point, and you could even stick this in the freezer, just already done. So you put that in a crock pot. Now, and the reason I'm putting it in a crock pot is because you want to serve this hot. And then you take your cheese spread and you add that to your meat in the crock pot, but you do want to serve it warm. Once it gets cold, it gets pretty hard. So if it's warm, then the cheese is more melted, and so that works better for that aspect of it. So we've got our pretty healthy meal here when you think about it. It's got your protein from your beef, it's got your dairy group from your cheese, and then when it goes to serving it, and I just sort of put a sampler here. I personally would serve it right out of the crock pot, like in a buffet or something. The version I made was pretty mild, but there are some add-ons you can put in. Like if you want a tablespoon of onion flakes, or if you want to add 4 ounces of diced green chilies, or 2 cups of salsa or picante sauce, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and that they cube before it, and that's just to get it to melt a little faster. Or you can add 6 ounces of bacon bits. All kinds of different ways. And mine is very mild, and that's just because that's the way I eat. But you might want to just add some more to give it a little more zip. So, another way to eat beef. Enjoy.
Thank you, Anita, for being here today and sharing that with us.